the Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2019 reading with me, you guys. This month I am using sort of unique tarot decks to help me with my intuition for the very deep and emotional Cancer season. Yes, we are going through Cancer and Leo season this month, Taurus. And for you, Cancer is your third house, I believe. Yes, Cancer, well, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and that means Leo is your fourth house. So we've got some third house energy and fourth house energy for you this month, Taurus, and that has to do with communication for Cancer season, the first half of July, and the last half of July will have more to do with your home and your family and your roots and your foundation. We'll get more into that in the reading. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is regular tarot, just a little bit different of images so that I can tap into something a little bit different than what I'm used to using. And we have the Iris Oracle deck, which is very strange this month, and I'm not reading from the book, which is kind of really challenging me to really tune in. So we're going to put these over here until I'm ready to clarify, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on my video, and you're probably here for a reason. But I have been doing a similar style of reading the last couple months, and that's where I look into the month energy by week. I get one card for the first week of July, one card for the second, one card for the third, one card for the fourth, and that seems to be really helping people, especially during these retrograde energies. It just helps to keep things kind of structured while I balance that with my intuition. Excuse me. And yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue doing that style of reading because I kind of miss just shuffling and seeing what comes out. Excuse my throat, guys. So yeah, it is July 15th as I'm recording this. I'm not really sure when all you will be watching. But so we're already into the third week of July. I'm sorry about the late videos. I was moving, guys. It was hell. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and look into the tarot in that way. And then we're going to clarify, guys. And keep in mind, we will have to look into the past for the first week of July, the second week of July, since we've already passed that. I think it's important to still go over the energy that happened. You never know what kind of messages will be here. So Taurus, I was shuffling your cards before the reading, and I waited to see the Hierophant card. That's the Hierophant card, which is Taurus in tarot. I like to do that so that I know the zodiac sign that I'm reading for is present. So we've got Taurus energy here. We're actually going to take a look behind you and see what your pre-shuffle underlying energy is, so we know more about what we're getting into for this reading. And honestly, some of the zodiac signs this month have been taking a really long time to get to as far as shuffling. I had a really hard time with your opposite sign, Scorpio. But I just finished the Aries reading and I just shuffled for a few moments, and it seemed that the Hierophant card didn't give me as much trouble. It might be because I have a Taurus moon. But yeah, we have the Hierophant card, a very beautiful depiction of the High Priest here. This is the card of advice, the card of wisdom, the card of commitment, tradition. But it's the card of Taurus for now, and Taurus. Right behind you, we have the Four of Cups. So I automatically know that there are some Tauruses in July who are emotionally bored. This is the card of emotional boredom. You may be feeling this in a commitment with someone. You may be feeling this in your marriage. You may be really sick and tired of the old tradition. You know, I know Taurus is very well, stubborn, of course. That's what everyone calls Taurus. But you guys appreciate comfort and tradition. You know, dinner at the table and just, you know, it's different for all of you. You guys all have your own traditions with your family. A lot of Tauruses I know celebrate the holidays and stuff, decorate their homes. So that's the kind of thing I mean. But that's not to say that Tauruses don't get bored with the old same old. You know, I know you guys like to be grounded, but that doesn't mean you like to be bored. You know what I mean? A lot of people misunderstand Taurus in that way. So we've got some water energy here. This has to do with some kind of emotion. Doesn't surprise me because Cancer season is affecting us all in that way because it is a water sign season. With you, Taurus, what I'm feeling in my reading at least is that this is about communicating. There may be some communication about your feelings that have gone left under the table, if you know what I mean. You can see the 3 cups under the table there. Could have something to do with more than one person involved. And this may be a missed opportunity as well, Taurus. Some of you guys listening may feel that you're missing out on certain things this month because of the commitments you've made. Whether that's a relationship or a job commitment, it may be family commitments. Hell, it may be just telling someone that you're going to make a certain thing for a party or something this month. You may commit to cooking or doing something, Taurus. It may be financial, but either way, it's like you're bored, you're unavailable. This is my emotionally unavailable card, and there's obviously something that has your attention. Daydream wise, you're looking out the window here. It's very hard to get your attention here, Taurus, because your commitment is actually somewhere elsewhere this month. Okay, underneath the Four of Cups we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, you guys are very much focused on emotional balance. Okay, this could be a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Cancer person. But this is about emotionally balancing yourself. And because of that, Taurus, with these two cards here right behind you for July, you guys may be really bored with trying to maintain your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys may be wanting to say something, but you don't want to say it in July because it may potentially make you unbalanced emotionally, if that makes sense. And that's the glory of being the opposite sign of Scorpio. Daydreaming about your emotional balance instead of actually grounding yourself in it. We have the Ten of Swords, so something could have definitely ended with a water sign. This could be certain endings in your life. This is the ending to something painful. This is an end, Taurus. It could have something to do with betrayal, deception. Could be linked emotionally. It couldn't be linked to a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But what I see is a woman here who's gone through a lot of pain, who doesn't talk about it. There's a lot of pain that someone has gone through watching this video. Lots of pain. And you may find yourself daydreaming, especially with all the retrogrades. This is like a lot of Tauruses out there are definitely looking back into the past of emotional pain. This is feelings getting hurt and deception, cheating, times where you were made out to be a victim. Okay, instead of stable like what you really are, Taurus. Okay, you know your value. This is about knowing your value, but the world of emotion is different for Taurus. Trust me, I have a Taurus moon, and it's very, very different for all the earth signs. So this is commitment. This is finally committing to the way that you feel about something, Taurus, versus the way that something tangibly helps you, if that makes sense. Like, Cancer season is awakening us all to our emotions. But for you, Taurus, this is definitely you maybe looking back into the past, but definitely trying to balance this. Some of you guys may be emotionally unavailable for a water sign, or there may be a water sign that's unavailable. You guys may be daydreaming or missing an opportunity with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Or again, if you're not dealing with water, it could just be emotions, okay? This may be you guys may miss out on things like drinking or something so that you can maintain emotionally balanced. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you were feeling a little bit ungrounded with the Cancer energy coming in. I just imagine how cows would feel in the middle of a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are going to try to stand as still as you can and not be knocked over, but it's definitely going to make you have a little anxiety, when your whole territory is getting flooded with water, is basically the analogy that I'm getting. But we do have a Capricorn full moon, guys, which is happening as I'm recording this around the 15th, 16th. That'll give you the earth energy that you need, all right? So let's go ahead and look into each week, you guys. Please allow me to look into the first week of July for Taurus 2019. First week of July for Taurus. First week of July 2019 for Taurus. Okay, we have the Three of Wands, and this card is the Queen of Wands. I'm not going to take this card, guys, but she's jumpy. There's a Leo. There's an Aries. There's a Sagittarius that may be here. This might be about your own confidence. This may be about taking action. There may be something that you want to do, Taurus, and you guys are steady movers. You're slow movers because you're practical and grounded. All right, but this is definitely something about wanting to take action with the Three of Wands. It could be with a fire sign, or it could just be about passion, expression. But we have the High Priestess as the bottom of the deck. So this is about waiting on something that you don't know for sure, Taurus. Okay, it isn't proof. There is no proof. There is no logic about it. This is the first week, so I think you guys were there was something that you could see in the distance, but the High Priestess usually hides things. This may be a secret. You guys could be secretly waiting on a fire sign, or the High Priestess is sometimes the secret knower. So this, to me, is about following your intuition about something that you know is coming in Cancer season, and not letting the lack of proof distract you from having faith that this thing is still coming, probably in August. You know, Taurus is more about that tangible proof, but in Cancer season, it's all about that deep introspection. This is a Cancer. This is a Pisces. This is talking about knowing all things pretty much. And it definitely may have something to do with this Queen of Wands that wanted to come out, guys. Maybe there's something you don't know about a fire sign, whether they're coming or not. I feel like someone keeps looking to see if someone responded to them or if they're here yet. But the Three of Wands we'll talk more about for the first week of July. It's all about waiting for something that you can see. It's like waiting for your ships to come in. It's a travel card, you know what I'm saying? So this could be secretly waiting, or you may know something is coming, Taurus. You may not have told anyone. Okay, so let's move into the second week of July 2019 for Taurus. What is the second week of July for Taurus? Give me one card to represent the second week of July for Taurus 2019. What's the second week of July? Now, we almost had the Two of Cups come out, so some of you may be dealing with an Aries, because I just did the Aries reading, and they had the Two of Cups. So there may have been a specific reconciliation the second week, specific relationship, but that card didn't come all the way out. I just kind of caught my eye there. Wow, okay. So we have the Star card, okay? We have an Aquarius showing up here for some of you the second week. Now, this is interesting. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, you might want to watch their video, because Aquarius actually got the Star card in the same position, Taurus, okay? So, let's see. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. We have Aquarius, Cancer energy going on here. Now, this may be about Cancer season, because we do have a Cancer showing up here. This may be about a specific vehicle. The Chariot is sometimes a car, but it's about moving forward in spite of obstacles. Some of you guys, that whole not being able to see if something's really coming, but kind of knowing intuitively that it is, you're being asked to keep your faith the second week of July. Okay, keep faith, Taurus. Stay inspired, stay hopeful, never lose hope about this, because you're moving forward in spite of doubt, in spite of fear. Okay, something about that. We have the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So I don't know what made me look here, but we have a lot of water energy. This could definitely be a Cancer for some of you guys. All right, Ten of Cups, the Chariot. This may be about moving forward into a new home environment or relationship, because we definitely, well, looks like the Chariot and the Knight of Cups are moving in opposite directions. So whatever that might mean to some of you guys, it's like these two horses that are charging in opposite directions from this home environment. There may have been specific burdens there financially. Okay, we had the Eight of Swords just show itself. So someone here has some negative thoughts moving from the second week of July into the third week. Someone here may feel trapped. They might not know the way forward. A lot of negative thinking. But you're being told to stay hopeful, Taurus, about whatever's got you inside your head. So let's look into the third week of July for Taurus 2019. What is the third week of July for Taurus? And wow, I don't make this up, guys. The cards just come out. It's the Chariot. So the energy that was influencing the second week of July is the third week of July, if that makes sense. There was an underlying energy of this Chariot. So you definitely moved forward. Most of you guys definitely moved forward fast and victoriously in Cancer season, moving into Leo season. You know, the end of Cancer season for you guys, the end of the second week of July, starting the third, there's some horsepower, okay? There's some acceleration in spite of whatever obstacles might be in your way. Bottom of the deck is that Ten of Cups that we still saw with the Chariot before. So this could be you really charging forward to a way better home environment, Taurus, because we do have this path here. And in the distance, if you guys can see, there's like this big castle. And for some of you, that castle is your emotional abundance. It's emotional fulfillment. It could be a family situation, and you know, Cancer rules the home. We literally have a car and a house here. Some of you guys, there may be something about that. Okay, charging right in to a new home environment, family situation, relationship. This is abundance. It's some kind of ending, completion. We have the Ace of Pentacles behind that, Taurus. So for some of you, you finally got this new home. This is something very grounded for you. This is a very, very firm new beginning that you can feel, touch, and see. You value this a lot, Taurus. Some of you received enough money for a car or a home. You know, this is something that you need coming in for you. And I feel like for some of you, it was a relationship, home environment, or all of the above, family. And as I was saying, Cancer rules that. So all of us, no matter what sign you are, you're going through home and family in different areas of your life. Remember, Taurus, Cancer season is your third house. So for you, it's all about communicating with family, communicating about home, communicating your emotion, right? All right. So let's see how you end July, Taurus. This is for Taurus, the fourth week of July. Please show me the fourth and final week. Wow. Okay, we have the Judgment card. Very, very interesting card to end your reading. We are going to clarify as well, guys. In the bottom of your deck, now I don't know why this Knight of Wands wanted to show up. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sag, or just an in and outer. You know, someone who's quickly expresses themselves passionately, and then they don't talk to you for a few days, something like that. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. This is the card for Venus. This is a Taurus woman. It is an Aries woman. It can be a Libra. Okay, but we've got a woman of abundance here. Some of you guys are mothers because we do have the mother card showing up. So your mother, your grandmother, mother figures, more of that Cancer energy. Some of you guys may receive a phone call from your mom. I just see that with the Judgment card and the Empress. So, before we clarify some of this, Taurus, let's go ahead and go back through the month because we have your whole month of July here. There's some kind of underlying energy of abundance, something that you're giving birth to, something that you're manifesting, something that you're creating. Okay, there's a mother here that needs to be told that she's got all the resources she needs to give birth to something. Okay, I see that with the Mercury card. I definitely feel like there's a phone call from someone's mom or baby mama, something. There's some kind of communication. Now someone here, this is Mercury and Venus, which I believe these are two planets, Venus and Mercury. So you want to look in your birth chart because there is a message here about those two planets. Venus is in Cancer right now, I believe, and Mercury is definitely retrograde in Leo. Alright, so let's go back over this. We have the Three of Wands. Remember, this is, you walked into July. Now, some of you have already felt this energy. The first week of July, it's already passed. But this is about waiting for your ships to come in, Taurus. Remember, the High Priestess was here. So it's like you're intuitively waiting on something. You may know something is coming. You might not have said anything about it. Some of you may not know what's coming. Because the High Priestess, it depends on the kind of person you are, whether she keeps things from you or whether she gives you a hint, lets you know intuitively what might be coming. So it could go either way for you guys, but you're definitely waiting. There may be some travel energy going on here. Again, there could be something that you don't know. It's like you feel like something's coming the first week of July, and I think you're feeling that way because it's coming around the second, the third week, and that's why you guys could be waiting on an Aquarius. You guys could be keeping faith. It's like, no, I know my gut instinct. Like, I know this is coming. Remember, this is the first and second. So you're waiting with faith. Like, even if people say, oh, that's never going to come to us, you're like, no, it will. I have a gut feeling. Like, I know it will. I'm just going to keep faith. I'm going to keep inspired. Some of you could definitely be waiting on an Aquarius. This could be destiny. The star card is like a wish. So some of you guys are just wishing the second week of July that this thing comes. Okay, I'm getting a lot from these cards here. Waiting on the stars, waiting for the stars to align. You can see it in the stars. Some of you may saw a shooting star. You may have made a wish to travel the first half. Now remember, this is that Cancer energy. So Cancer season in July was all about waiting with faith, Taurus. You just knew. You were too stubborn to let anybody tell you otherwise, because I don't know why. You might have had a dream about traveling. You might have had a dream about something that was coming. And even though you're an earth sign, even though you usually need physical, tangible proof of something that you can value beneath your feet, this was just intuitive with you guys. You know, you guys are able to communicate during this Cancer season more than anyone else because Cancer's 3 houses away from you. So not all the zodiac signs are able to communicate, not even us water signs. Some of us are having trouble communicating our emotions, but for you, Taurus, Cancer gives you a voice. Okay, and Cancer season speaks the most to you because it's your 3rd house. So it's like that intuition. You guys just really kept inspired, and I feel like something did come. We have Aquarius and Cancer here for some of you. Somebody may have both energy here, or it could just be talking about, you know, knowing and trusting and having faith in the fact that you're going to move forward in spite of obstacles of money. Whatever you think you don't have, Taurus, by the 3rd week of July, you're in a car that's accelerating. Like, the universe is pushing you forward. I feel like for most of you, this had to do with a home environment or family or relationship, because you're on a path here with the Chariot card. Very, very victorious the 3rd week. And this is interesting. The 3rd week is important because it's that Capricorn full moon eclipse. It's the shift from Cancer to Leo season. So yeah, like, we have you charging really, really forward here. Now, this is the last half of July here. We have the Chariot and the Judgment card. And I feel like some of you guys, this is about charging backwards, okay? Because the Judgment card, we didn't talk much about the Judgment card yet. Now, this is Pluto. We've got Pluto, we've got Venus, we've got Mercury. There's a lot of planets showing up for you, Taurus, okay? Pluto, Venus, and Mercury. Now, this could be talking about something that's transforming. We do have the Devil card trying to sneak out. I do see new love with a Capricorn for some of you. okay, literally. But the Judgment card, this is about an awakening. This is some kind of second chance, right? Judgment Day. This can sometimes be a significant phone call, but it's the past, Taurus. It's about second chances, resurrecting energy. Something that you thought was dead that is being called back to life, right? So it's the past. And I feel like for some of you, this may be, well, there could be a phone call from an Aquarius or a Cancer or just anyone. But whatever this is, it's like you're charging forward towards it, Taurus, excuse me, at the end of July. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to clarify some of this because it's kind of interesting. And you have a lot of major arcana. You have 3 major arcana. Now the first week of July might not have been so major. Okay, we have just a 3 of Wands, not a major arcana. But the second week is major. The third week is, so the second, third, and fourth week of July, all major arcana. Okay, it's about keeping faith that you're going to move forward in spite of obstacles. And it's about a second chance, a second opportunity. It doesn't have to be the past. It could just be a second opportunity with something, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify this 3 of Wands for Taurus for the first week of July 2019. Why is the 3 of Wands here for Taurus? Okay, that's a little too much. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't like to contradict the card. So we have the Lonely Journey of the Priestess, which is a card that's been coming out for a lot of people. Now, it's really interesting, Taurus. Now, do you remember that the High Priestess in this deck was actually clarifying this? So there's something here about the lonely journey. Especially when I hold these cards up, the 3 of Wands is on a journey as well. Usually in other tarot decks, the 3 of Wands is a person who's looking out at the sea. This could be travel, you guys. Okay, somewhere that you have to travel alone. But we have restlessness. A lot of us are feeling this restlessness energy too with all these eclipses and retrogrades. We're just restless, okay? And some of you guys may be really restless about, you know, about waiting for something. I feel like waiting for something in July, the first week of July, was hell for some of you Taurians. I feel like you could see it. You could almost taste it. It was so close. But it was more so intuitive. It was just something that the universe was promising you. The stars were promising you. So, yeah. And you may have felt really alone the first week of July, like waiting for something on your own because no one else believes it's coming or something like that. You know, the lonely journey of the Priestess is about truth. It's about heading towards the mountains of your own truth. And, you know, if people meet you, you know, it's about your path, Taurus. And if you meet people along the way, fine. But please know that some of these journeys that you have are going to be traveled alone, especially the journeys you had the first week of July. Someone here was very restless about this, about being alone and about this journey and about waiting for something that they could feel was coming, but they just didn't have the proof yet. You know, it wasn't tangible. But remember that proof comes in around the third week of July when that Ace of Pentacles was there behind the 10 of Cups. So we have laughing and crying. A lot of mixed emotions here, Taurus, the first week of July. You know, probably crying over endings, but laughing at the beginnings. Like having mixed emotions, positive and negative about all these things, but keeping faith nonetheless. Let's clarify the Star card. Again, some of you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius energy, but we have that energy here. Now this card almost came out. Afraid of the Attic. Okay, afraid to keep faith in something that may no longer, or that may never approach you. You know, Tauruses are extremely faithful, though. You guys are extremely committed and grounded, so I don't think this is a hard energy. You guys are calm within this transformation. Please clarify the Star card for Taurus for the second week of July 2019. Now, we almost had Puppet and Make-Believe. Really interesting combination there. That's talking about things that have control over you, but you're still believing in spite of what the masses believe. There's some kind of energy, Taurus, about you standing alone in your truth this month, having faith and moving forward by yourself if you have to. Alright, why is the Star card here for the second week of July 2019 for Taurus? And we have that laughing and crying card. Interesting. This was the card at the bottom of the deck for the lonely journey of the Priestess. So again, the first week of July, the underlying energy there has something to do with the underlying energy of the second week. Okay, there was some laughing and crying first week. There was some laughing and crying here. Now there could be an Aquarius link to this, especially if there's some kind of vision here that you can see. Remember, this is so similar, Taurus. There's something you can see, man. you can see it. You know, Taurus rules the sight, the smell, the hearing, the taste, the touch. You guys rule the five senses. So if you smell something, if you see something, if you feel something, you know, that's all it takes for you guys. Because you're and I don't mean stubborn in a bad way. I actually heard a tarot reader last night as I was watching readings on YouTube. I don't know what his sign is, but he was talking about stubbornness being a tool, and how just like any old other thing, you know, it could either be used to your advantage or it can be used against you. But there's some kind of vision here, Taurus. You saw this coming. You've been waiting on this ship to come in for a really long ass time. It wasn't just the first week of July that you've been waiting on this. You've been seeing this. It took a long time to get to you, didn't it? But it's finally here in July/August. All that restlessness that you felt, all that loneliness, it's going to pay off. Now that the thing that was promised to you is here, because you've been able to see this. But you're going to have mixed emotions about keeping faith, okay? There's going to be some crying, there's going to be laughing. And it's about just, you know, whenever you feel the urge to laugh, laugh, Taurus. Whenever you feel the urge to cry, cry. You know, you got to own all ends of the spectrums of emotion. You're moving forward victoriously the third week of July in spite of any of this, okay? And we have make it look like the night that's coming out. Okay, make it look like the night, Taurus. And this looks like a Taurus to me. You see how the moon is kind of making a bull shape. Okay, inside looking out, love grows love. Let's see. Why is the Chariot here? Make it look like the night. You know, Taurus, you may have to be more mysterious. Keep it a little bit more secretive. So we have Service that almost wanted to come out. That's Virgo energy. Okay. We have Afraid of the Attic. So this card is this is the second time this card has come up when I'm trying to clarify stuff. So this is a part of your read too. The Afraid of the Attic is talking about if our body was a house, which is another thing coming up in Cancer season, a metaphor. If our body was a house, our attic would be our mind. And you know, when you first visit a house, you don't immediately go to the basement or the attic. You know, there's rooms in the house that are always occupied, like the living room, the kitchen, dining room, stuff like that. So if our body was a house, the attic would be our mind, and we don't visit there frequently. So it's talking about the cobwebs and the old shoe boxes that built up over time, Taurus. Okay, there's a lot of metaphor going on here, but Afraid of the Attic is about being afraid of what lies up there in your head the third week. Okay, don't worry, a lot of people are getting this card. This could be linked to all the stuff going on the third week of July. But there's victory here, Taurus. Okay, if there's some kind of mental issue or mental anxiety that someone has, no one is yours but truly you, or no one but you. No one is yours but you is what it says. No one is yours but you. So it doesn't matter what you're afraid to face the third week of July, you're going to be victorious. Okay, seriously, there might have been a lot of thoughts, and you know, this is reminding me of how Cancer season is the third house of Taurus. So your lower mind, okay, the lower mind is the Cancer for you. So a lot of emotions that you've hid away, Taurus. Remember when we first started talking, we had you with that 4 cups, right? Not like a lot of emotion that's going under the table, that's in the back seat now. You know, it's something, maybe you're going to get into a better environment the third week of July to where you can actually hear yourself feel. You know, like you can actually hear what you feel. If that makes sense. Like you're just going to be a lot more emotionally grounded. You're going to feel a lot better there. You're headed towards some kind of light the third week of July, okay? And it's probably because of the eclipse in Capricorn, which is your sister sign. And that's your 9th house. Okay, so we've got your lower mind and your higher mind. We have the Heart Eater. I'm gonna shuffle again. Like, yeah, we've got some Plutonian energy here. Fear that the light will bring judgment. I've been waiting to be able to do this for somebody's reading because this is Plutonian energy. Okay, the Judgment card is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is going to be right there with the full moon on the 15th and the 16th. Pluto is all about judgment. Pluto is the Judgment card. Doesn't this look, both these cards look like fear that the light will bring judgment? So don't be afraid, Taurus, of what the full moon in Capricorn illuminates to you, because you're going to be able to study from this energy. Be very careful of, you know, what you're doing to your own heart. You know, this is you eating your own heart, Taurus. Maybe around the 13th or something like that. Because of emotional fits, like being really overwhelmed emotionally. You know, this card is very powerful, but I'm not reading from the book this month, guys. But yeah, the Heart Eater is like, it teaches us a lesson about how good we should treat ourselves, even when it comes to all our emotions and what the things that we're feeling. But yeah, someone here is afraid that they're going to be judged. All right. We had make believe almost jump out. Please clarify the judgment card for Taurus for the fourth and final week of July. And we have good things. Okay. So this may be, yes, I was going to say, this may be things from the past. Okay, remember I was talking about the judgment card being the past, and I literally said, before I even saw the other card, that there may be good things resurrecting in your life. Look at this, Taurus. Good things from the past, basically. Okay, I cannot make this stuff up. There is something from the past. I don't care if it's a person, a place, a thing, whatever it is, there's a second chance at a good thing, and it's a gift from your past, Taurus. With the judgment card and the gifts from the past makes a lot of sense. Okay, this is a resurrection. Like I said, there was something that you thought was like over or something. There may be a phone call here, but this has to do with the destiny of your destiny involving more good things, something that you wished for. And this is like a be careful what you wish for card, because you know those funny stories about wishing for certain things and then there's like a loophole. It's like if you could take it back, you wouldn't even wish for that thing. Like wishes are kind of they're kind of messed up. You gotta be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it all, and it might not just make you laugh. It might make you cry. But yeah, there's something good being resurrected in your life at the fourth and final week. Like you end July with something good from your past, basically, Taurus. Okay, we have the one who needs to control, spirits to guide you, mysterious mother. Interesting. In volcano, like I don't know if someone gets in an argument here with their mom. Someone here may have like this is about exploding. Okay, maybe you're about to explode until you can tell the truth this month, or like there's this weight of truth that's about to explode out of somebody. We have the mysterious mother here. Someone definitely may be pregnant, okay, because I have the mysterious mother here, which is obviously a mother energy, and the volcano to me looks kind of like a fetus. So with this mysterious mother here, someone may just be keeping it a secret that they're pregnant. You may get a phone call that someone's pregnant this month. I don't know if it's like if that's the good thing from the past or something. But, you know, we've got spirits to guide you this month. Even though someone in the situation has the need to control, like this may be you or someone else in your life, Taurus. That Mars and Leo energy, maybe family members that are controlling, but we've got these spirits to guide you that have way more power than this old punk. Okay, there's this door, okay, that the spirits are guiding. But this is the bottom of your deck, the one that needs control. Someone here has a very controlling mom, okay? We have the Empress and the one who needs to control. Yeah, someone here may be a controlling mom, something like that. Let's check the bottom here. We have the Empress, we have the Magician, we have the Ace of Cups, the Devil card, and the Moon. Okay, so there is a direct message here about the Capricorn full moon. Someone here listening may have a Capricorn moon. There's a Pisces, Cancer. This is Cancer, Capricorn energy in opposition. This is also a Pisces and a Capricorn specifically. Okay, somebody may have both of those energies. Yeah. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, this is about feeling left out in the cold, maybe by a water sign. We do have a King of Cups here. This is a Scorpio man. It could be a woman for some of you guys. But yeah, someone here feels emotionally left out in the cold, which I felt from you from the very jump. You know, Taurus season really makes Taurus really, you know, you guys just want to ground. And it's like stubbornness in Cancer season for Taurus is simply just not talking about how they feel. Like, you don't value me enough anyway, so why should I care? You ain't gonna care how I feel. So I'm gonna stay grounded and just value the way that I feel, and that's that. But I ain't gonna lie, I still do feel a little bit left out in the cold. I feel maybe a little bit of fear that there's not gonna be enough resources. Maybe I'm afraid that I'll be homeless, or that there won't be enough money to pay the bills, or something like that. But what I'm feeling from this is that you might need to ask for help. Especially if you feel left out in the cold with your feelings, Taurus. I know you're very grounded, but the more and more you keep your feelings a secret in Cancer season, the more and more you're going to want to express that in Leo season, okay? Because that is your fourth house. You think you feel emotions in Cancer season? No, you're going to feel them in Leo season when you're going through a square of two fixed energies fighting. Trust me, okay? So there could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio that feels left out in the cold. This might be feeling left out in the cold emotionally for sure. You know, you may be keeping that a secret. Someone here is afraid that they're going to get left out in the cold. Someone here is very afraid of financial conflict as well. There may be some codependency to keep in mind here, of just leaning too much on someone else emotionally, physically, whatever. I love the Devil card in this deck though, because it's not nearly as scary or dark as the other one. This is about, I always think about walking away from toxic stuff in this card. Like, this is someone who no longer wants to be in binds. There's no chains. There's no demon in this picture. There's just a little old house. So some of you guys, this could have been moving from one toxic home to a much better, abundant home. Definitely that Capricorn full moon, though. That's going to teach you some things, Taurus. I mean, the Capricorn full moon is showing up blatantly in your reading. Okay, it's going to really, really show you, you know, leave it to Capricorn, another strong earth sign, to show Taurus what they can learn about the future of their stability. Like, Taurus is all about what they have now. Capricorn is about what I'm going to have in 10 years. Virgo is about what I can have at any moment in time because I change a lot. So there's the earth signs for you. We have the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning, a new child. There could be a Capricorn child here. New love with a Capricorn. The Capricorn moon may bring in new love for you, Taurus. And it may be love that you have to travel for, because Capricorn is your 9th house of beliefs, higher learning. And that might be why there's this going on too, the whole belief thing I felt with you, the faith and stuff. Yeah, 9th house is all about beliefs. So new love with a Capricorn, new love with a Pisces. Maybe some of you guys are afraid of new love with a Capricorn, or this is about the Capricorn moon bringing new love into you, new feelings, new beginnings that are emotional. Now, this was all manifested by somebody, because we got the Magician here. Okay, Pisces got the Magician in their reading too. This is about manifestation. Okay, it could be a distraction. There may be new love that's distracting someone, but somebody done manifested new feelings, new emotion. Someone manifested healing here from toxicity, because I do see that too. This is about, it is new love with a Capricorn, but this is also about healing toxicity. Finally, crying, showing your emotion instead of being afraid. And, you know, someone here felt left out in the cold emotionally, but it was actually their choice not to express their emotion. Okay, we have Mercury retrograde here. There could definitely be communication, Virgo, Gemini here for someone. But we have Mercury, and we have this all topped off with the lovely Empress. This is about nature, beauty, abundance, you know, taking 9 months to grow. So it doesn't have to be a child, but we do have the Ace of Cups here. Okay, someone here definitely does find out that someone is pregnant. They communicate that they're, because this could be a new child. This could be, someone might be giving birth. Someone here may have manifested when their child was going to be born or something crazy like that. But yeah, we definitely have, now Taurus, I want to tell you that between this Mercury and this Venus, this is a lot of abundant. This is abundant communication. All right, this is someone who is about to be a mom or already is a mom, you know, or wants to be. And it's like they need to be told the most right now, the mothers listening, that you have all the resources you need. It's just about believing in yourself, Taurus. There's a lot here about faith and belief, whether you're alone or not, because some of you guys are restless because you're pregnant, or maybe some of you aren't, but you're lonely and you're on this journey alone, and you're laughing and you're crying. You're afraid to move higher in life, and you're afraid to move forward. That's what I'm seeing here. The 3rd week of July, someone here is afraid to move forward. You may be afraid to travel somewhere in a car by yourself. I don't know. But there's good things from the past coming, okay? That's the only message there, is that there's good things from the past, period. Second chance. Maybe this is about love for some of you. But anyways, yeah, this is about knowing that you're abundant. Now, let me just excuse the fact that someone's pregnant here, because not all of you are obviously going to be pregnant, okay? Some of you are men watching. So this is about abundance, okay? Manifesting resources from literally nowhere, Taurus. Why? Because you're ruled by Venus. Okay, Venus, that's just the perks of being a Libra or a Taurus. You're ruled by Venus, so you're able to see, you're able to have clarity that everything is abundant. Now, I'm telling you, the Mercury card, the Magician, is all about knowing and believing that you have enough resources. It's no mistake that the Abundant Woman card would be right next there. So there's someone watching who may be in that 5 of Pentacles energy, which is, I don't have enough. I'm losing this money. Like, I don't care if you have $2 in your bank account. If you trust that what is yours is always yours and will belong to you forever, you'll be abundant the next day. Like, I'm telling you, this is about really manifesting a more abundant way of living in spite of the Empress being pregnant. This is just about being very abundant and beautiful, you know, nurturing something that is like a small baby that was just born. This could be a project, something like that, guys. All right, so we definitely have someone here who's manifesting a new beginning, and someone here is very abundant, whether they're pregnant or not. Something is being given birth to. You're giving birth to something this month, Taurus, and I think it has something to do with releasing control, because spirits are here to guide you. But we definitely have some kind of mother. Now, this could be someone else's mother too. I did pick up on someone who had a controlling mom. So, yeah, Taurus, that's what I have for you guys for July. Hopefully this resonated. If it did and you want a personal reading, I do that. Just check my description box for email, and we can talk a little bit more about what kind of reading you'd like. Other than that, guys, I have a summer solstice video out. If you want to see what this summer has in store for your sign, I do have that video out. And I have the Cancer new moon eclipse video out. That's the next 6 months of energy if you want to check out those messages. And of course, I will upload a full moon in Capricorn video within the next couple of days if you want to check out that eclipse as well. Alright, guys, thank you so much. And I guess I'll talk to you in July.